Well, good morning and happy Monday to you. I am James Hecker, just bringing you the mortgage rate recap and forecast this week, Monday, November 7th. And I'm sitting out here in the backyard on this beautiful rainy day in Southern California. We don't get a lot of rainy days, but it's nice to have them. So, what's happened in mortgage rates the last week? Well, the Fed raised the discount rate as expected, 0.75%, and mortgage interest rates ended up higher at the end of the week, and not as a direct result of the Fed rising the discount rate 0.75%, but more as a result of what the Fed said afterwards. They intend to possibly slow down the amount of the increases. We've got a meeting in December and one in February, and they may not raise the full 3%. I'm sorry, 0.75% that they've been raising it each time they meet the last several times. They may raise it only 0.5%. But what really drove mortgage interest rates higher is that they talked about in 2023 raising that discount rate to fight inflation, maybe more than they had earlier anticipated. So we'll see what happens with that. In the meantime, interest rates are back up into the low sevens for a 30-year fixed for good credit, 20% down on a purchase, and that's the market. That's where we have to deal with it. So that's the recap, and then the forecast. Well, the first thing is that we've got elections tomorrow on Tuesday, November 8th. And that could have an impact on mortgage rates depending on what happens there. The market will find those results either positive or negative, and we may see some volatility, on Wednesday from that. And then Friday is Veterans Day, and so the markets will be closed. And I just want to holler out to all the vets out there. My gosh, thank you so much for everything that you've done to keep this country safe, and the sacrifices that you have made. And, when it comes to veterans that have served and received an honorable discharge or a discharge with disability, the VA mortgage is literally the best mortgage out there for any purpose or reason. I mean, it's just a fantastic program. Vets are really well taken care of when it comes to buying a home. So feel free to reach out and let me know if you have any questions about that. But the forecast really is that we'll continue to see rising interest rates with Thursday. This Thursday is the CPI, the October CPI, Consumer Price Index, which is an indicator of inflation. That'll come out on Thursday. And we expect to see that, it's anticipated somewhere around 8% year over year. But the last one was 8.2. So that's going down, 0.2%, which isn't a lot, but it's going in the right direction for the Feds to maybe ease up on those raises to the discount rate on those next two meetings. So we'll see how that goes. And inflation is impacting people. I mean, there's no doubt about the fact that mortgage interest rates going up is having an effect on people's ability to buy a home. The affordability for Santa Clarita, for example, of around $800,000 home, you're looking at a monthly payment of about $1,600 a month more than it was in January of this year for the same qualified person, just because of the difference in interest rates. And prices of homes really aren't coming down all that much. Inventory, according to the National Association of Realtors, or actually the California Association of Realtors, I believe, the home prices are not really dropping that much. In fact, year over year, we're a little bit higher than we were last year. But what we're seeing is that inventory is a little bit less, but our new homes coming on the market is a little bit less, but it's taking longer to sell a home. So that's why there's more opportunity for buyers in this market. If you can afford, there's more stuff to choose from and less competition. So definitely give me a call if you want to talk about that at all. So it looks like we're heading into the holiday season with higher interest rates, and holiday season, in my opinion, is a great time to buy a house. I mean, houses are just beautiful when you go to look at them, and you can kind of really see what people have done and what you can envision your own touches on a home, and just thinking about making it your very own. So that's where we're at. Um, there's the ability to buy a home with less competition, as I had previously said, but there is the affordability issue. So please, please give me a call if you want to discuss how that might affect you. There are people that are taking cash out of their homes right now that they may have a low mortgage or no mortgage at all, and buying property, whether it's an investment property or a vacation home. We're seeing a lot more of that. So by all means, give me a holler on that if you want to talk about that as well. But that's it. So if you have any questions, you can reach me at 661-714-2145. And this is James Hecker, Mortgage Advisor, signing out from the weekly mortgage recap and forecast. Have a wonderful week.